I started walking the city, and with every step, I said, I claim this land and its people for Jesus. And I'm walking, and I hear this big noise down at the river, and it's a Hindu temple, and there it's the night of Shiva, the god of destruction, and they're worshiping this god. And I go into the temple. I first check, Lord, is this of you? Am I going to be okay in this place? And he says yes. And I go in, and the first thing I see is a Hindu woman bowing down and offering sacrifice to a stone cow, where she placed incense sticks so the smoke from the incense would go into the nostrils of this stone cow. And she wasn't going through some ritual. She earnestly prayed. She got on her hands and knees in the dust in front of this idol to pray for an answer. And I had three amazing reactions. The first one was anger. How dare you, made in the image of God, how dare you bow down to this stone? What are you thinking? And then the second one was, you pray to the stone cow, I'll pray to the living God. We'll see who answers, almost like an Elijah with the prophets of Baal. And then I heard a voice behind me say, no one has ever told her. And it broke me. Here she had lived her whole life. And no one told her ever that there was another way. That there was a God. You don't worship with images made of wood and stone. You worship him with your life. You worship him, the invisible, all-powerful God. No one had ever told her.
When your heart broke, and that's what it's telling me, that's what you're saying right now, God poured his love upon you. You call it a baptism of love. What was that like?
He appeared to me, and you read about visions in the Bible, and you go, how did that happen? But it was like my eyes were opened, and I could see him, and I finally understood. In him we live and move and have our being. He's always around us. It's just it's hidden from our normal vision. I was wide awake, and I saw the Lord. And then I was able to see how much he loved these people. In the middle of their idolatry, he loved them. And how much he loved me in the middle of my rebellion. He loved me. He hadn't abandoned me. He hadn't turned his back on me. It was like oceans and oceans of love. How much he wanted, not just to be reconciled with me, but to be reconciled to these people. In the middle of their idolatry, he wanted them to know him.
And it had such an effect on Gordon that he lets his wife know back in the States, we're going to be missionaries. His wife thinks he's abyssal meshuggah. That's kind of Hebrew for a little crazy. He gets back home, and he gets right into the rut of business. Then he said, oh, I've invested so much of my life. I'm so successful. I'm not going to do that. It faded a little. And then you had a dream, and you wound up in heaven. What happened?
I had a dream. Again, Jesus is right in front of me. I can see him, and it's just like in the vision at the River Temple. And there was so much love, and that love is there, the outpouring, and just it's truly indescribable. And I know it's the end of the age. I know, we're done, and it's time to enjoy heaven. Except I hear a noise behind me, and I turn around, and it's all these Asian faces, more than I can count. They were all single file, and there was a dark gulf between me and Jesus and them. In single file, they walked up to a rocky point and pointed up at me and said, if you had come, I would have believed.
If you have come, I would have
Now, Gordon had no choice. He had to go into ministry.